Whether you're a seasoned marketer or just starting out, Madak Monday Insights is your go to resource for staying ahead of the curve in the competitive world of marketing. Hey everyone, welcome to Madak Monday Insight. I'm Jose, the host, and today we're going to have a conversation with our CEO, Adam, about his life, about how he achieved what he's achieved so far. Hey Adam, how you doing today?
Doing good, Jose. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. So, for this Madak Monday Insights, I wanted to ask more about you and who are you and what's your background. So, in a few words, who's Adam?
Yeah, I saw this question, and it's a tough one to answer. But first and foremost, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm an entrepreneur that's blended a creative lifestyle, a creative background, and blended that with strategy and a business mindset. And my biggest thing when I started Matic 7 years ago is that I wanted to blend creative and strategy together into one seamless experience that that results in high level marketing, sales, and a really strong seamless solution for businesses.
Okay. What drew you to a career in marketing, being creative, and all that? What drew you into?
I'm not sure throughout high school and what drew me there. I mean, I was naturally just always a creative person, and then so I would shy away from the more difficult classes in school, and then when I ended up in college, and I played football in college, and I played rugby in college, and so I really wanted a graphic design degree is what I fell in love with early on in college. So I ended up getting a Bachelor of Fine Arts at University of Iowa, and that allowed me to focus in on something that had a specific niche outside of the creative space, and I really wanted something that I could latch on to post graduation.
Okay. And so you work as a creative, you start your career as a creative, and then uh, how do you think that background has prepared you for the role of CEO?
It's been a bit of a backwards journey, if you will, because wearing the CEO hat, dealing with team members and finance and legal and other things that weren't necessarily in my career path,
Hmm.
but it's been what I've really enjoyed the most. And so I've been doing this for just about 20 22 years. And when I first started, I was obviously just heavy on the creative side of things, and I was focused on campaigns and different visuals. And then as I progressed through my career and started managing teams and really thinking about a holistic experience with campaigns and everything, I was able to think about a really strong user experience all the way through the journey, but just making sure that that last bit of the marketing, the visual was a part of the progress, or a part of the project, I guess. And in my career, I always found that the marketing was pulled in at the very end, and it either rushed the project, or maybe there were some things that weren't thought through that could have been focused on earlier on. And so that's why I started Matic, is to bring that conversation earlier and blend the creative and the strategy into one seamless experience.
Awesome. Yeah. And so what do you consider is your biggest professional achievement in your whole career as a CEO or before that?
Starting Matic and still here today. I'd say I learned a lot working for different agencies and brands. I've enjoyed all of my positions in my career, but ultimately starting something from scratch and building up to a team of 10 and that has 20 clients, and we're managing everything and really pushing that forward. That for sure has been the biggest accomplishment. We had, like many other businesses, we had to pivot during COVID, but since we were already in digital services, we were already, delivering an experience this way, it was easy for us to shift pretty quickly from a team in house into a remote team.
Hmm.
And so I think my biggest accomplishments have just been my adaptability and the ability to grow the company to where it is today, and really focus in on having a high value company for the team members, but then also our clients.
Awesome, love to hear that. Yeah, I was going to say, I guess that it's a pretty great achievement for every business owner to survive through COVID. So that must be something
Yeah, it
also.
was it was definitely challenging, and there was a lot of great, I guess, avenues to help, like the PPP funding and some other things. But the biggest thing, and like any business, as I wake up every day, it's focusing on the next 90 days, and who their new clients are going to be, and how we retain our current clients, and how we retain our current team members, and how we really build out systems and solutions that are going to help us, but then are going to eventually help our clients. And it really kind of comes back to the same thing of, we're building digital foundations that not only help Matic, but then also help our clients, the things that we like to do. And we're blending this creative and strategy all together into one seamless experience that helps your sales and marketing, and helps you hit your revenue goals that you're looking to hit as a business.
Yep. And so you're now CEO now. You're a leader now. Can you share an experience in your career that influenced your leadership style?
For sure. I've had some great bosses, and I've had some not so great bosses in my career. And I really enjoyed, more great than not, for sure. But I enjoyed every single one of those experiences, because even the rough ones allowed me to see, basically things that you shouldn't do. But if I think about the good things, there was, my very first boss was a workhorse, and he is still working hard today. And I know that his career is because of the amount of time, the amount of effort that he put into every single project. And he taught me something very early on, which was which was to not be emotional about your work. So shout out to Larry Bessler at RPM Advertising, my first creative director, and he was huge on just not being sensitive to the work that you're doing, being focused on the objective at hand, and really putting in the work and putting in the hours. So, I believe I was instilled early on, the work ethic. Stems back to my father and everything he's taught me. But when it comes to the bosses I've had and the career that I've had all these great mentors in my life that have shown me things, and I've taken all of these components and have built out my experience for our team here at Matic and our clients. And but constantly learning every day, and constantly shifting and changing, and 100% open door policy on everything. And so it's a huge learning experience all the time. But yeah, I've had some great mentors, some great people in my life that have taught me good things. And then the few bad experiences that taught me, those are, almost have even a stronger memory, because I know I've been on the other side. And so those are things that I try not to bring to my team. I definitely don't bring on a team. So
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome to hear. So let's say that's the good part of it of learning, and but can you share a time also where you face a setback in your career and how do you overcome it?
Yeah, I mean, when you ask that question, nothing in particular pops to mind as far as setbacks. I feel like a lot of my setbacks have just been minor, slow growth things that I wish that my career was progressing faster. I wish I was doing this, and I wish I was doing that, and but it really has come. It kind of boiled down to my career path. Everybody has a different career path, and if I think about some setbacks that we've had as Matic, is we started out as an agency that really tried to accomplish a lot, tried to be the big agency mentality with a small team and a small budget. And as over the years, we've refined and refined and refined the things that we're really good at and the things that we're focused at. And I feel, and many others do as well, is that the great things are simple. And if you can simplify down what you do and how you do it, and that's going to be the fastest way to educate, the fastest way to scale. And so for us to drill down to the four things that we do really well, the three things we do really well: strategic roadmap and brand foundations is the first one, the Webflow website, and then the content marketing. Those three things we do really well, and we're going to continue to do those well. And we're looking for clients that resonate with those kind of methodology plus our values and everything. All of that kind of comes together into a nice harmony between Matic and the client. But I can't think of anything, major. It's mainly just been that slowly learning and growing over time, putting us to where we are today.
Okay. Awesome, yeah. And as you said yourself, you're still learning, you're still developing as CEO and as a leader. But what advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs or individuals aiming for leadership roles?
The advice that I would give those aiming for leadership roles is experience is gonna help you get there. And so take every opportunity you can to get a new experience, and allow that to add that to your resume, whether that's just how, the experience that you can physically add, or it's just experiences that you can then take to the next experience. Like that to me, and again, we talked about this a little bit earlier on, everybody has a career path. I needed to work for other people and with other people for over 15, 16 years before I could start Matic. And and that was a big thing for me, is that I needed to go. I wasn't ready back then. Even though I started Matic in 2006, Matic LLC 2006 started. It wasn't until 2016 that I, started as a company. And before, it was just a side hustle and an idea. And I did some projects and did everything, but it really didn't become real till then. So I think that everybody has their own journey, but if you can focus on taking any experience that you can get, and then how do you then take that experience and then flip that into the next opportunity?
Awesome. Yeah, love to hear it. Thank you very much for this conversation. Yeah, and I'll see you next Monday.
Thanks, Jose. Appreciate your time.
Hey, thank you for watching. If you like this type of content, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to have a great Madak Monday.